Anybody got a prescription, yeah, for this love pain? Anybody got a pill like a pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer like a session for this love pain, yeah? Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription, yeah, for this love pain? Anybody got a pill like a pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer like a session for this love pain, yeah? Ooh, I need
this love pain. Yeah, I have to. Oh, wow. I didn't even know I had lost my voice because I haven't been talking today. Well, that would be strange, right? Talking out loud for yourself. But anyway, good morning. How's everybody? This is Vivian, and this is the Successful Mind Power Hour this morning. And today is Sunday. It's going to be Sunday fun day today because there's so much going on today. Mrs. Erling Buggs is having another clubhouse event for self-care Sunday, and you know, it's just a lot going on today. So many meetings, so many this, that, and the other, but it's gonna be a fun day. So oh, I didn't sing my song, did I? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Everything is gonna be all right. Yes, yes, it is. So again, if you are new to this broadcast and you've never sent a comment and you want to send a comment, make sure that you give StreamYard permission to show me your comments. And also, please like and share this video. If you're coming in, just like and share, like and share. It's okay for you to do that. And I would encourage you and appreciate if you did it. All right. So what are we talking about today? You know how sometimes when you're trying to run your household, you're trying to run your business, basically you're trying to run your life, and you put way too many things on your plate and you think, God, I got so much to do. Like today's there's a lot to do today. A lot of things on my calendar, right? And so when you feel like you have too much to do, sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And so I want to give you a few tips for a little bit of stress relief if you're feeling like you got way too much to do on your plate today. And so when I was going over my list of things to do today, I thought, oh my God, this is a lot to get done, in one 24-hour period, right? But, I had to sit back and write it down because I was writing it down, right? I wrote down everything and I looked, ooh, Lord, this is a lot of stuff. So then, I incorporated these tips myself so that my brain could stop saying this was overwhelming, because that's what I was saying to myself. This is kind of overwhelming. This is a lot. So here goes, those 5 tips. And I wrote them in the description I always kind of write what I'm talking about in the description so that if you can't hear me or maybe you don't feel like looking at a video, you can always just go read it. There you go. So 5 tips. So the first one is write everything down. That's what I was doing this morning. And I do mean everything to the last little bitty minute detail. Basically, you write down, go to the store. Well, what are you going to the store for? Write all this stuff down because you want to write it down in increments so that you can figure out what's important and what's not. And all the steps that you need to take to get that one particular thing done. Break up those bigger tasks. This is number 2. Break up those bigger tasks into smaller tasks. So something like a huge thing you have to get done. And when you write it down and you break it down into small increments, you can decide what portion of that needs to get done today, what portion of that could wait till tomorrow, or maybe what portion of that needs to be done in this hour, and maybe something else needs to be done in the next hour. And that will help you to get a clearer understanding of, okay, this is not as big as I thought it was. I got this, and I'm putting all this stuff down. And those little tasks are wins. So make sure you celebrate those wins. I did those little tasks, and they're moving the needle. They're moving you towards that goal, but they don't seem like overwhelming when you look at the bigger picture and you break it down into smaller tasks. It doesn't seem quite as overwhelming. Figure out how much focus you need to have. This is number 3. How much focus you need to have on that particular task. Does it require hours, minutes? Does it require like complete focus with nothing else going on? So you can plan how you're going to complete the task. Do you need quiet? Do you need to go into a room by yourself? Is it just something you can do right quick? How much focus do you need to have on that particular task? And you're going to prioritize it on how you work best. So for me, I like to get the easy stuff out of the way first. That way I have a lot of time to concentrate on those things that I think are harder, things that require more focus, because the easy stuff I can get done like this. I can get it done and out of the way, and it only takes a few minutes. Whereas something that is a little bit more concentrated may take a few hours. So I want to get that easy stuff out of the way first, and then I have more focus and more time for those harder things. But if you work in the opposite way, then you do it the way it works for you, because you doing it my way is only going to be stressful for you if that's not the way you work. Okay, so prioritize and combine similar tasks. This is why it's important to write them down, because you can look on one of your lists, like if you had like 10 things on your list and you broke it down into little tasks, but then you saw that, thing number 1 and thing number 5, those were similar tasks. So that's going to accomplish 2 things in one, like they say, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Then that's an old saying, right? But what it means is that you're doing one thing that'll accomplish more than one thing. Okay. So, and that's really why it's very, very important to write these things down. Schedule, and this is number 5, schedule each task and or just get to work. If it's something that you can just do without scheduling it and you just need to get it done, then just get to work and do it. But things that maybe need somebody else is involved in it, then maybe you need to schedule that, because you're depending on somebody else's expertise and their time and everything. So you need to schedule that task so that you can get it done when in the appropriate time. Because also when you schedule things, you also can schedule things for another day. If it's not that important to do today, you can schedule it for another day. That way you're not overwhelming yourself. Yes, this list is long, but does it require you to do every single thing today? Or does it require you to do it every single thing in this minute? If it doesn't, schedule it. If it requires you to get it done now, just do it. And then once you do it, you get it out of the way. Now, don't try to be perfect. Strive for your best effort, but stop trying to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. There's going to be little nicks and knocks over here every once in a while. And then you go back and look at it later and you go, oh, well, I should have done this. So what? It's done now. Nobody's perfect. There's people make mistakes. You're a person. Get over it. You're going to make a mistake, and it's okay. If you make a mistake, you can correct it. As long as you didn't kill nobody and anything like that, or commit a crime. Well, even sometimes you commit a crime, you can rectify it, but you don't want to do that. But anyway, just strive for your best, right? And do the best that you can. You can be the absolute best at planning and still feel overwhelmed. If you are a planner and you plan, but you never get anything done, then that can cause the overwhelm. So plan, but also do. Some of those things you can do right now. I'm sure that you got something on your list that you said, I need to just do that. Stop planning it. Stop getting ready to get ready, and just do it. And then that way it's off your plate. You can check it off. And here's one of the things that I like to do. I like to check things off. What that does for me visually and mentally is to say I accomplished something that day. Now, I may not check off every single thing on my list, but when I look at the checks and I say, look, oh my God, I checked off 5 things out of 10. This is awesome. I am so happy. I am so proud of myself. But if you look at it like I only got 5 things done, well, darn. Of course you're going to be upset because you're looking at the negative side of it. Celebrate the wins. Every little thing that you do, all these tasks that you do during the day, just check them off, each one as you get them done. That way you have that checklist in front of you and say, wow, look at all those checks I got on there, right? So when you prioritize your tasks, you can also put them in a category. Like when I was doing a 9-to-5, I had a management coach who gave me some tips on how to organize my day as a manager because I had so many things on my plate, right? So she said to get them down, write them down. See, this is right. All of these require writing them down so you can visually see them in front of you. Write them down and then categorize them into 3 categories, A, B, or C. A is urgent. This is a needle mover. This needs to get done right this minute. B is important, but it's not urgent. And C is it's nice to do, but it's not really that important. And so C would go on your last part of your list to say, this is nice to do. And yeah, I probably need to get it done at some point, but it's not urgent for me to do it today. It's not really a needle mover and I can do this tomorrow or later on in the day or whatever it is, right? So when you plan in this way, too much to do doesn't seem like much at all. And that way it's a flow. You're flowing through your day. Now, am I perfect at that? No, not at all. But learning to do that on a daily basis has really helped me to not feel so overwhelmed when I have a lot to do. And it helps me when I plan stuff that I'm not missing appointments and I'm not doing things I'm supposed to do. And I'm not perfect at that either. And you probably won't be either, but it's okay. It's just something to help you to get better at it. And if you do it consistently and start doing it every day, you'll get better and better and better. Now, try writing down, and this is something that I heard from Bob Proctor, is try writing down only 6 things, 6 needle movers, okay? And do those. And you do them to the best of your ability. Even if you don't get them all done, do not just add them to the 6 things on the next day. No, you add those to your next day, but you say you got 4 done and you have 2 left and you didn't get it done that day. The next day, those 2 go on that list, but you don't put 6 more in it because then you'd have 8, right? But no, you have those 2 and 4 more. So you got 6 every day. Every day you got 6 things you need to do that's going to be needle movers in your life. And those are the things that you concentrate on. But if you don't get it all done, don't beat yourself up. Just check them off as you go. I promise you it will make you feel so much better that you will go, oh, wow, look at all this stuff I got done today. Right. And they're needle movers. So if you want to put those 2 that you didn't get done that day to the top of your list the next day, then do that. But at least you're going to get it done and you're not going to overwhelm yourself. And remember that everything seems important when you don't plan. Every single thing seems important when you don't plan. I promise you, I've gone through that, and I get to the end of the day and I don't even know what I got done. Before I started writing everything down, man, I I would be stressing myself out so much. Okay, what do I need to do now? What do I need to do now? And that's not a good way to run your day. And trying to remember everything off the top of your head is also stressful. So you want to reduce as much stress as you possibly can by writing them down. And also that visual picture of what you need to do, and that checking those things off will really help you during your day. I promise you they will, because it really has helped me to stop stressing about things and stop going, oh my, oh, what else? Oh, am I forgetting something? No. See, if you do it that way, I don't care where you write it down, because I'm an electronics person. I like to put things on in my electronics calendar. Paper calendars, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to writing stuff in my paper calendar, but that's still a challenge for me. I'm trying to do it every day, but I don't do it every single day. No, I put stuff on my electronic calendar. That way I can set alerts and reminders to do these things, and it'll just pop up. Oh yeah, I need to do that now. Right? So if that's you, then do it electronically. You don't have to do it on paper, but just write it down somewhere. Write it to where you have access to it, and then you can see it. And if setting alarms works for you, then do that, because that's what's worked for me for a while, because I do forget stuff. I'm human. I'm getting a little mature. So I forget stuff sometimes, but at least I have it written down. I can get an alert, and I remind me to do certain things. So when you start to write things down and categorize them, you can feel a little bit more relaxed, and you can feel like, oh yeah, I can get all this done. And because once you categorize it and you start combining little tasks that'll help you finish more than one thing. I don't know where that came from. More than one thing, it really, really helps you. So I hope that has helped you. Again, if you are new to this, well, even if you're not new, please like and share this video. And if you are on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And I would love for you guys to join me this evening at 7 p.m. I have decided to do a business presentation every evening at 7 p.m. And if you're not busy, come and hang out. Come and listen to what I have to say. It may or may not be for you, but that's fine. A referral is great. You may know somebody who wants to do something like this. So if you're not busy this evening, or even if you are busy, if it's not making you money, come on in. It's at 7 p.m. this evening on Zoom, and I left the link to the Zoom in the description of this video. Come and hang out with me so that you can hear about what we're doing over in iBoomerang, and I would love to see you there. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.